my son, I love him, for him, I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laugh. Hey, how could you lie to my face? People claim that they be loyal, they be taking up space. See my broski lose his heart when he was fighting that case. Took so many yells, I'm not going back to those days. I'ma treat you how you treat me, do you like how it tastes? Shawty, use up, can't treat you like my ace. I got way too many problems to be worried, I'm straight. Me and Craig had to watch for the Jakes. On the road, this crazy, I get...
Coach, I got to tell you, we envy you right now in that nice dry studio as we are at soggy and windy Gillette Stadium here in Foxborough, Mass. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the San Francisco 49ers and no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Down. Turn two soft. Ready.
On 1st and 10, Grant. And he's going to have the hook up here with Harry. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
On the ground, Michel. And a good burst there gets him 7 up to midfield.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Complete, the tight end, Kelsey. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
Check, watch 54, watch 54. All day, baby, all day. Go.
They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. They'll get this up to the 34, and a good lane opening up right away for it. That'll be a New England first down, a gain of 12. This rushing attack sure looks pretty effective here on this opening drive.
Yeah, they're finding gaps with very little problem right now. If this is going to consistently be this way throughout the game, there's going to be some adjustments made on the defensive side of the ball.
On first down, Grant. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards there for the Patriots as they've got themselves a first down.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being able to use the backside of the backfield. Because I know that when I used to cover, hey, we got everybody oh, he just snuck out there, and they just got a nice first down there.
What do we love to say? Get those backs into space, right? And they were able to do that there. Nice pickup on first down. And that didn't fool anybody. He's going to be dropped in the backfield. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the Niners' 18-yard line.
Come on, set. 60 Pittsburgh.
Watch 54. Oh, yeah. And here we go again.
61, matchbox lights. Now.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Michelle. That gain of 15 gets him on the doorstep, 1st and goal. The impressive opening drive continues and just space being created by those guys up front.
We're seeing this the same way, aren't we? We are seeing an offensive line, as this game gets started, as it starts to unfold, that they are dominating the line of scrimmage.
And they will run it with Michelle. And he is in. Touchdown, New England. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Patriots drive right down the field and score on the opening drive. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Now to kick it away after the touchdown. This is taken near the 13. And some room to roam now. And he's going to take this all the way down inside the 40.
Well, he gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. Xavier Woods, the free safety, up to make the tackle. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Patterson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll go down here right around the 23-yard line. That one, a 1st down pickup of 8. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? A free 5 yards as the defense jumps.
I know it's an anticipation game for them, but it's also a reaction game, and they reacted poorly on that one.
They will come up on a 1st and 5 following the encroachment penalty. Looking to throw. Patterson. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver, and it's 2nd down.
So now here in the 2nd week of the preseason, you'd expect the starters play a little bit more than they did in week 1, but not a whole lot.
So if you're an offensive coordinator, what are you looking for?
What you're looking for is things getting cleaned up as you go along, because most of your playbook's probably installed. How well are they handling it? Easy in and out of the huddle? No mental mistakes? Are they starting to look like a...
And across the chalk, into the end zone, it's a 49er touchdown. An 18-yard touchdown run as his guys are on the board here in this 1st quarter. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. Second and 3. Philip Dorsett holds it in. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on 1st quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
A good pickup there of 20 yards.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
So from inside Niner territory now, this is first and 10 at the 42-yard line. Williams. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Watch 54, watch 54. I got one. Watch out. Trickstone, travel.
Seven, our score after one.
Score tied 7-7.
Let's go. 70, Indy. There's a party now. Five.
To throw on second down. Grant toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. His favorite target, Travis Kelce, the intended receiver. And that takes us from second to third down.
And 9 yards to go.
Set up. KT Gator. 54. Hey, watch the ball. Check 26. Now.
Operating from the gun. Grant. Well, the two men come together, and it's incomplete. Excellent work defensively, brings up fourth down. As we thought they might do here in week 2 of the preseason, they've left their starting quarterback out there for this second quarter, but I would imagine we will not see him after halftime.
Yeah, this is the time of year you've got to get your backup some reps and make sure you protect your starting quarterback.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's well short, well right to boot. And this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2. Well, I was watching him in warm-ups, and he hit a 62-yarder that hit the crossbar and went over. This one a little bit inside of that, but not enough leg.
And the difference is what?
Well, your live conditions, right?
Live conditions, game conditions are a whole lot different than practice, where you just pop it up there, no rush, no pressure. I think maybe that takes a couple yards away from you when you have to do it when it's real.
That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Be an issue because it's tough to make those quick cuts that you're used to making on a soggy track. In fact, the Hall of Fame runner once told me, cut on your heels in this type of weather. Gives you better balance.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. You know, during these preseason games, we're in week 2 right now. It's always funny looking at our spot charts up here in the booth because with all the guys that might play in this one, it seems to get bigger and bigger each year.
Yeah, we pretty much supersize them, don't we? Because, you know, remember, they're carrying 90 now. And with the new rules, they'll carry 90 all the way through the preseason before they make the final cut. Oh, yeah, a lot of guys to learn for these games.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. He'll field this at the 5. Call that a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Pats will be backed up deep to get the drive started as they take over first and 10.
30 base. Hey, defense, let's go. Pick it up, D. Go. Ready?
Throwing on first down. Grant. It's Williams on the catch. I call it no gain there on the first down play.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. Here they come, second and 10 now from the 10.
Watch 54. All right. Let's go, D. Let's go. Recon, 132 fighter. 2.
They'll run out of the gun here. Williams. And an alley to run. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. It's a gain of 34. Boy, the offensive line there, that was a thing of beauty to watch them block.
I love how you give a little appreciation for those big guys up front, and well-deserved. But how about the execution behind them? You can see the hours of practice that have gone into it. Great pocket by the running back. Quarterback puts it right in the perfect spot. Great mesh point by them. The timing on point. The run even better.
Looks like he's going to get a couple here on this first down carry, and that'll make it 2nd and 8. 2 yards on the carry there, and 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. 2 yards on the first down carry, and then followed up by 2 yards on the second down carry.
Well, that's definitely not going to be enough to get the job done. Wasn't the expression 3 yards in a cloud of dust?
Now they're going to need 6 on 3rd down to keep the drive going.
Hey, Delta. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. No chance. 51's the mic. 51's the mic. Let's go. Let's go.
To throw on 3rd down, Grant. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 18 yards, first down Niners. Successful toss play to the right there. It's interesting. Teams seem to run the toss a lot more to the right than to the left.
It's usually a little more natural. Right-handed quarterback, typically your power side running the ball is to the right side with your guard and your tackle. In college football, they used to call it student body right because you had everyone on that side, including a fullback leading. In the pros, they don't call it that, but it's still the same result.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Patterson. Throw left side complete. That's Newman. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. From the gun, Patterson. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 16. New England with a first down as they begin the drive and hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win first down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating first downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. To throw on 2nd down. Grant. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down.
Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down.
Hey, foxtrot, foxtrot. 51 for Mike, boy, 51. Watch the pass, watch the pass. Here we go, here we go. Ready, ready.
Operating from the gun. Grant looking deep downfield. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. Oh, some strong running. I'm sure as a rookie, even though this is preseason, Charles, interceptions, you got to eat at you quite a bit.
They certainly do, but here's the problem that he's confronted with. He's not the high draft pick. He's not seen as the next guy. He's got to prove himself to everyone and get noticed. So maybe instead of taking the safer throw, you press it a little bit. Try and push it downfield, try and fit into a tight window, and sometimes interceptions result.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. They'll try the left side. It's Cummings, and he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
Ready, ready. 60 or. I'm here all day. Get it.
Back to throw. Patterson. That is caught at the 7. And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
60 Pittsburgh.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make 2nd down pretty tough. So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. 2nd and 11. And he hauls it in the end zone. Touchdown, San Francisco. An 11-yard touchdown. And the 49ers have now taken the lead. Oh, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there. And this will stay a 6-point ball game. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Ready up.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Check, Mike. Hey!
54. That's what I do. 54 is Mike. 54 is Mike. Check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Let's go, D. Let's go.
Smooth.
Mike 5-4. Mike's 5-4. I got it. Mike's 54. Mike's 54.
Now.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Grant. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Ronald Darby. And into the end zone, a pick-6 for the 49er D as they score the touchdown. Extra point attempt to follow here. And oh, it's no good. For the 2nd time now in this first half, he's missed an extra point. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This will be fielded at the 6. And a nice job there as he gets this one up just shy of the 35-yard line at the 34. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
Get off the field, defense.
Hey, zoom.
54's Mike. 54's Mike. Check, check. Watch 54. Watch 54. Hey, come on, now. Come on, now. Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". Mike's 5'4". He don't know no better.
Hey, Alpha. Defense.
The final shot before break. Grant. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Expect to see a good number of backups going forward as we are back and underway here in preseason week 2. Short kick here. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35.
The Niners take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. To throw on second down, Patterson. He's got this complete to Marcel Aitman. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Give him 32 on the play. I guess that answers the question of whether or not they're going to try to play conservative and protect this lead in the third quarter.
And I think this is something we're seeing more and more of in the NFL. Teams not playing to protect leads, teams playing to extend them.
On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be second down.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. They got to get it to the 21 here on third down. Looking to throw. Patterson. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by J.C. Jackson. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. He's a high draft pick, so maybe a bit of a mulligan, but you never want to throw a preseason interception, especially as a rookie.
No, but this is the time to do it, right? Let's get the kinks out. He's still got to learn how to read coverages, still has to learn the entire offense, has to see how he fits with the players around him.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes.
Now the pressure comes, and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some...
Pressure gets to him, and down he goes. Back at the 4-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
On the return is Williams. A good return there, call it 13 yards. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now the Georgia Southern man, this is Jarek McKinnon. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's real easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
They'll try the left side. It's Cummings. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He'll get 17 on that one, and the Niners have a 1st down.
60 Pittsburgh.
1st down, San Francisco.
6-6, pull it high.
Running game working, they'll stick with it on 1st down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Jalen Mills in on the stop. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Patterson. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
30 base.
Here we go, here we go.
Go. Hey, Haywood. Ready?
Throwing on 3rd and long. Patterson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jalen Mills. Jalen Hurd, the intended receiver. Well, holding on to the lead at this stage in the 2nd half, those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you've got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
They try and run on 1st down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield.
But these guys are going to chop into that deficit. They're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Now it's Stidham. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. That'll be a New England 1st down, a gain of 12.
6-3, 218, chop.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
They'll throw on 1st down with Stidham. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
My man, it's been a rough night for that offensive line, and it's only getting rougher. 5 sacks now that they've given up in this contest so far. It feels like the witching hour out here, doesn't it?
Okay, stupid question. What's the witching hour?
Yeah, the witching hour. That's when everything goes haywire late at night.
Watch the pass. Mike 51. Mike 51. Let's pick it up. It's out of time, guys. Out of time. Let's get off the field. Let's get off the field.
Stidham. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the 1st half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
51's the Mike. 51's the Mike. Let's go. 51's the Mike. 51's the Mike. Watch the run, watch the run. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51.
Go, go.
Double.
Off the play fake. Here's Stidham. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And a nice job here on special teams. This will be down inside the 10 at the 8-yard line.
I absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Let's go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are.
And for a third time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
And they're going to stop it right at the line of scrimmage. Just no cutback lane to be found whatsoever. 2nd and 10. On 2nd down, here's Stidham. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
I remember throughout my career hearing defensive coaches always say, guys, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. Well, they put themselves in a great spot with this big lead, and they know they've got to throw the ball.
These pass rushers have to be salivating. It is pin your ears back time indeed. New England on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 19.
Go, Mike 51, Mike 51. Hey, let's calm down. Hey, let's go.
Hey, seam 6. Leave him.
3rd and long. It's Stidham. Looks to throw, fires right side. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. The Patriots send out their punter as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball.
Ready.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
General West. Ready.
Right back to him on 1st down. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. They'll get a dozen there, and it's a 1st down, 49ers.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
And 3 yards there takes him to the 45. Offensively with the lead, you want to run the ball, keep the clock going, but you also want to still kind of be in attack mode too, right? So how do you do that and not come back on your heels?
Yeah, think about all the practices we've watched where they have that tempo period to go over things just like this, where they describe the scenario, tell you what they're looking for and make sure that they're still attacking, yet at the same time not going so fast as to leave too much time on the clock.
That one a first down pickup of 8. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Patterson. He's going to have the hook up to Izzo. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Patterson. Oh, a battle for it here, and this will be caught. It'll go as a first down for San Francisco on a pickup of 16.
These guys are running offense like you drive. The pedal is down, stomp down. How about that? Back-to-back completions. They are rolling.
So much for being conservative and running that football. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. A great effort there. Ready for the regular season with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. And can you believe it? He misses another one, his 3rd so far. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
2nd and 10 now from the 27.
Switch.
Protein spill.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. The big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
I'm trying to collect. Hey, Mike 51, Mike 51. Drop deep, Bring it right here, guys.
Stidham, 3rd down from the gun. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Look at me, zipper. Hey, zoom.
51's the mic, boy. 51. You don't want none of that. Give me that. Pick up the ball. Go, Mike 51. Mike 51.
Hey, Alpha.
Hey, let's go. Calm the crowd. Hey, let's get this.
Please grab it.
Stidham going for it on 4th. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
I'm going back to you.
They'll run on 1st down. Cummings. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Come on.
Ready?
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cummings. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. They've got a 3rd down now as they look for one more first down to help salt this one away. Back to throw. Patterson. And that will be incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on third down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a fourth down decision.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. On fourth down, Patterson. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Patriots defense is going to take over on downs. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end just to take into next week?
Yeah, sometimes teams want to do that and coaches want to. I remember one time I was on a team and we were losing late in the game like this, and you knew it was lost. It was over, right? And the coach called a running play and pretty much said to everyone, I want to see something executed well before we get out of here. And that was the message to the team.
Just something to build on.
Just something to build on, get it done, and maybe we can look at that and say, we'll get better as we go forward.
They stick to the ground game on first down. It's Williams. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a first down. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
51's the mic. 51's the mic.
On first down, Stidham. Over the middle, complete. It's Webb. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. It'll be a Patriot first down on a pickup of 16. Stidham first down in the red zone. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Colby Listenby there to make the grab. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Extra point up and good by Tavecchio. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. The end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. Throwing to start the drive. Patterson. This one into the hands of Hurd. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 35 seconds left to go.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
A gain of 10 and a 49er first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Patterson. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he's going to go down as time has now run out on this game. So the victory here for San Francisco. And, of course, this win a big one. They can hang their hat on this victory on the road against the defending Super Bowl champs.
And you know how difficult